Hey everyone, I am Aliza, and you are listening to Fluent Fox Podcast. It's so good to be here with you all today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'm really excited about our topic. You know, sometimes we all feel a little bit shy, right? Like when you meet new people, or when you have to speak in front of a group. Maybe you feel your heart beat fast, or your hands get a little sweaty. This feeling is totally normal sometimes. But for some people, these feelings can be very strong. So strong that it makes them difficult to do everyday things. This is what we call social anxiety. It's a topic that many people face, but we often don't talk about it much. And that's why I wanted to bring it up today. We're going to talk about how to deal with social anxiety. We'll break it down into simple ideas, and I promise to use easy English so you can understand everything perfectly. Our goal here at Fluent Fox is to help you learn English while also learning something new and useful for your life. So, what exactly is social anxiety? Well, imagine you go to a party. You see many people you don't know. Maybe you start to worry. You think, what if I say something silly? Or what if no one wants to talk to me? Your mind starts to think of all the bad things that could happen. Your body also reacts. Maybe you feel your face get red, or your stomach hurts a little. These are common signs of social anxiety. It's more than just being shy. It's a very strong fear of being judged or watched by other people. This fear can make you avoid social situations completely. For example, maybe you don't go to that party. Or maybe you don't raise your hand in class even if you know the answer. Or perhaps you feel very uncomfortable just ordering food at a restaurant because you worry about speaking to the cashier. It can happen in many different situations. It can be small things, like talking on the phone, or bigger things, like giving a presentation at work or school. The main thing is that it makes you feel very worried about what others think of you. And here's something really important I want you to know right away. If you feel this way, you are not alone. Many people experience social anxiety. It's not a sign of weakness, and it's not something to be ashamed of. It's a real feeling, and the good news is, there are many ways we can learn to manage it and feel more comfortable in social situations. That's what we're going to explore together today. Before we dive deeper, I want to tell you about a fantastic resource we have for you. In the description of this episode, you will find a free PDF. This PDF has the entire conversation we are having right now, word for word. So, if you miss something or want to read along, you can. This is super helpful for your English learning, right? You can read and listen at the same time. But wait, there's more. This free PDF also includes a well-designed mock test. After you read and listen, you can take this little test to check your understanding of the new words and ideas we talked about today. It's a great way to practice your English and see how much you've learned. So, after you finish listening, remember to check the description and download your free PDF. It's there to help you learn and grow. Alright, so let's get back to our topic, social anxiety. We've talked about what it feels like. Now, let's think about some simple steps, some little things you can do to start feeling better. Firstly, understanding your feelings. The first step, and it's a very important one, is to understand your feelings. When you feel nervous or anxious, try to notice it. Don't try to push the feeling away or pretend it's not there. Just notice it. For example, if your heart starts beating fast before you have to talk to someone new, just say to yourself, okay, my heart is beating fast. I feel a bit nervous. Why is this important? Because when you notice your feelings, you can start to understand them better. You can ask yourself, why do I feel this way right now? Maybe it's because you are meeting someone for the first time. Maybe it's because you are in a very big group. When you understand the reason, it helps you feel more in control. It's like when you see a big, dark cloud. If you know it's just rain, you're not as scared as if you think it's something unknown and scary. Secondly, start small, taking little steps. Many people with social anxiety try to avoid social situations. It feels safe to stay home or not talk to new people. But avoiding things actually makes the fear stronger over time. So, the next step is to start small. Don't try to go to a huge party if you feel very anxious about it. Instead, think of very small steps. For example, Maybe your goal is to talk to new people. A very small step could be to smile at one person you don't know today. Just a smile. You don't have to say anything. Or maybe say hello to the cashier at the grocery store. Just hello and nothing more. These are tiny steps, but they are important. Each small step is like building a strong brick wall. Each brick is small, but together, they make something strong. Another idea for starting small is to practice with people you trust. Maybe talk about your feelings with a close friend or family member. Practice having conversations with them. This helps you feel more comfortable talking, and it builds your confidence before you try with new people. Think of it like practicing a sport. You don't start by playing in a big game, you practice with your team first. Third point, focus on others, not just yourself. When we feel socially anxious, our minds often focus too much on ourselves. We think, what do they think of me? Am I saying the right thing? Do I look silly? This is very common. But a helpful trick is to focus on others. Instead of thinking about yourself, try to think about the other person. What are they saying? What are their interests? Ask them questions. For example, if you are talking to someone new, you can ask, what do you like to do in your free time? Or did you have a good weekend? When you focus on the other person, two good things happen. First, you stop thinking so much about your own worries. Your mind becomes busy listening and asking. Second, people usually like it when you show interest in them. It makes the conversation easier and more friendly. It's like when you are playing catch. You don't just think about how you throw the ball, you also think about where the other person is and how they will catch it. It's a two-way thing. Fourth point, change your thoughts, challenge negative thinking. Our thoughts play a very big part in how we feel. When we have social anxiety, we often have negative thoughts. Thoughts like, everyone will laugh at me, or I will make a fool of myself. These thoughts are often not true, but they feel very real. The next step is to challenge these negative thoughts. When a negative thought comes into your mind, don't just believe it. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there proof that this will happen? For example, if you think, everyone will laugh at me, ask yourself, has this happened before? Is it really true that everyone will laugh? Most of the time, the answer is no. Instead, try to think of a more positive or realistic thought. For example, instead of everyone will laugh at me, you could think, some people might not like what I say, but most people are probably just listening, and some might even agree with me. Or, it's okay if I make a small mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. This is not easy, but with practice, you can change your thinking habits. It's like training a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Fifth point, practice mindfulness and breathing. When we are anxious, our bodies often get very tense. Our breathing might become fast and shallow. So, learning to practice mindfulness and deep breathing can be very helpful. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment. Not thinking about the past, not worrying about the future, but just focusing on now. For example, when you are in a social situation and feel anxious, try to notice things around you. What colors do you see? What sounds do you hear? What do you smell? This brings your mind back to the present and away from your anxious thoughts. Deep breathing is another powerful tool. When you feel nervous, try to take a slow, deep breath. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 2. Then, breathe out slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this a few times. Deep breathing helps to calm your body and your mind. It sends a message to your brain that you are safe, and it helps to slow down your heart rate. You can do this anywhere, anytime, and no one will even notice. It's your secret calming tool. Sixth point, gradually expose yourself, the exposure idea. This step connects to starting small but takes it a bit further. It's called gradual exposure. It means slowly, step by step, putting yourself in situations that make you a little bit anxious, but not too much. Imagine you are afraid of swimming in the deep end of a pool. You wouldn't just jump in, right? You would start in the shallow end, then maybe go a little deeper, and then a little deeper, until you feel comfortable. It's the same with social anxiety. Make a list of social situations that make you anxious, from the least scary to the most scary. Least scary, smiling at a stranger. A little more scary, saying hello to a neighbor. Even more scary, asking a question in a small class. More scary, joining a small group conversation. Most scary, giving a presentation. Then, start with the least scary one. Do it until you feel a little more comfortable. Then, move to the next one. This is a slow process, but it is very effective. Each time you face a fear and it goes okay, your brain learns that the situation is not truly dangerous. It slowly reduces your anxiety. It's about teaching your brain that these situations are safe, one small step at a time. 7th point, don't seek perfection. A common idea that makes social anxiety worse is the need to be perfect. Many people with social anxiety feel that they must say the perfect thing, or look perfect, or act perfectly, or else something bad will happen. But guess what? No one is perfect. It's important to understand that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay if a conversation is a little quiet sometimes. It's okay if you don't know what to say. Real conversations are not like movies. They are natural and sometimes a bit messy. When you let go of the idea of being perfect, you take a lot of pressure off yourself. You can relax more. Remember, most people are not paying as much attention to your small mistakes as you think they are. They are often thinking about themselves, just like you are. So, allow yourself to be human, to be imperfect. It's freeing. Think about it like drawing a picture. If you try to make every line absolutely perfect, you might never finish it. But if you allow for some small imperfections, you can create something beautiful. 8th point, use affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself. They can help to change your negative thought patterns over time. This might sound simple, but it can be very powerful. When you feel anxious, try saying things like, I am capable. I am doing my best. I am safe. I can handle this. I am strong. I am confident. Say these to yourself every day, even when you don't feel anxious. Say them in the morning when you wake up, or before you go into a social situation. The more you repeat these positive messages, the more your brain starts to believe them. It's like planting a garden. If you plant good seeds and water them, good plants will grow. If you keep planting negative seeds, negative things will grow. So, choose to plant positive seed. 9th point, prepare a little bit. Sometimes, just a little bit of preparation can make a big difference in how you feel. If you know you are going into a social situation, like a meeting or a party, think a little bit about it beforehand. For example, if you are going to a party, think about a few easy topics you can talk about. Maybe talk about recent news, a hobby, or ask about their weekend. You don't need a script, just a few ideas. This helps you feel more ready and less surprised. If you have to give a small talk or answer a question, you can practice what you want to say in your mind, or even out loud to yourself. This isn't about being perfect, it's about feeling a little more prepared and confident. It reduces the unknown, and the unknown can often make us more anxious. 10th point, focus on your strengths. Everyone has strengths, things they are good at. When you feel socially anxious, it's easy to forget your strengths and only think about what you are not good at. But it's important to remember and focus on your strengths. Maybe you are a very good listener. That's a wonderful social skill. People love talking to good listeners. So, focus on being a good listener in conversations. Maybe you have a great sense of humor, or you are very kind, or you are knowledgeable about a certain topic. Think about these good qualities you have. When you go into a social situation, remind yourself of these strengths. Tell yourself, I am a good listener, so I will listen carefully. Or, I know a lot about X, so I can share that if the topic comes up. Focusing on your strengths helps build your self-esteem and makes you feel more confident about connecting with others. 11th point. Get support if you need it. Finally, and this is very important. If your social anxiety is very strong and it makes your life very difficult, it's absolutely okay and helpful to get support. Sometimes, talking to a professional, like a therapist or a counselor, can make a huge difference. They are trained to help people with anxiety. They can teach you more tools and strategies that are just for you. They can help you understand your feelings even better and guide you through the process of feeling more comfortable. Talking to a professional is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that you are strong enough to ask for help and you want to feel better. Just like you go to a doctor if you have a physical sickness, you can go to a mental health professional for your mind. You can also find support groups. These are groups of people who also experience social anxiety. Talking to others who understand exactly how you feel can be very comforting and helpful. You realize you are truly not alone, and you can learn from each other's experiences. So, dealing with social anxiety is a journey, not a race. It takes time, practice, and patience with yourself. Remember these key ideas. Understand your feelings, notice and acknowledge what you are feeling. Start small, take tiny, manageable steps. Focus on others, shift your attention outward. Challenge negative thoughts, question if your anxious thoughts are really true. Practice mindfulness and deep breathing, use these tools to calm your body and mind. Gradually expose yourself, slowly face feared situations. Don't seek perfection, it's okay to make mistakes. Use affirmations, repeat positive statements to yourself. Prepare a little bit, a small plan can help. Focus on your strengths, remember what you are good at. Get support if you need it, professionals and support groups can help a lot. Each time you try one of these things, even if it's just a little bit, you are making progress. Be kind to yourself through this process. Celebrate your small victories. And remember, we are here to help you on your English learning journey too. Don't forget to grab that free PDF in the description. It has the full transcript of today's conversation and a fun mock test to help you practice your English. It's a fantastic way to review what we've talked about and learn new words. Thank you so much for listening today to the Fluent Fox Podcast. I hope this episode has given you some helpful ideas and made you feel a little more confident. Take care of yourselves, keep practicing your English, and I'll talk to you next time.